Hi, Charlotte. Thank you for meeting with me today. My name is Natalie, and I'll be your counselor for today. I just want to go over that everything that we speak in this session will be confidential and it stays within this room, unless it's a matter of something that regards your safety or someone else's immediate safety as well.
Okay.
With that being said, what has been on your mind? What would you like to talk about today?
I think overall it's just I wanted to talk with someone just about how I've been feeling lately.
Okay, how have you been feeling?
Um, very, very emotional, very sad, I guess. If I was to describe it, I would say a little bit sad.
Mm-hmm. What's been going on?
Well, ever since the holiday season started, I find myself being a little bit more sad because, well, my son is away in school and I didn't really spend a whole lot of time with him over the last little while, and he's not here now. So it's like a very strange, holiday, I guess, leading up to the holiday. And I think that sense of him getting closer to the end of his school year, and I'm just thinking in a very short period of time, it's there's a great good possibility that I'm going to be an empty nester,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's really triggering my feeling of sadness.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing from you is that during the holiday season, it feels a bit different now that you don't have your son at home, and you've been feeling a bit sad because you're not able to experience those same feelings and experiences that you had in previous years during this season. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So, what have you been doing with now that you don't have your son at home? What have you been doing in your free time?
Well, it's interesting. I really wasn't doing anything much. I mean, I was kind of getting myself more into my work because I do have a very stressful job that I do. So there's a lot of stuff that happens this time of the year. So I've been really busy, wrapped up with that. But recently, actually, I had a chance to go away on a girls' trip and with 3 friends. This was a very short weekend thing, but it was fun. And while I was away, it was a nice time to sort of just kick back and just relax and laugh and what have you. So it was a good time. I think the one thing that did happen to me when I went on that trip is that I started to feel a little bit self-conscious because I realized that I gained like a lot of weight and I just wasn't feeling as comfortable because I didn't really think I looked as nice as the other ladies that I was with.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm hearing is that you went on a trip and you enjoyed yourself on the trip. It was a good opportunity for you to reconnect with some friends, but towards the end of the trip, you were feeling a bit self-conscious due to body image issues. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah. How long have you been feeling this way?
Well, to be honest, I didn't realize I was feeling this way. You talking about like the body issues feelings or with my son?
Um, Maybe the body image issues or just your overall sadness.
The body image piece, I really wasn't like I knew it was happening, but it wasn't really bothering me. I think it just kind of hit me that past weekend. Yeah, and with my son, it's just been honestly since about the middle of November. It's just been ramping up, and it's getting worse as we're getting closer to the Christmas.
Is your son coming to Christmas?
Last I heard, he was coming. I think he's coming on the 20th, and I think what has happened is that I haven't been able to talk to him. Like in the last 3 weeks, I feel like he's just out there, and I'm not hearing from him. He's not calling. He's not, talking with me, and that has compounded my feelings. I'm worried about him. I just feel like I don't know what's going on, and um, yeah, it's just making the whole thing much harder.
That must feel very frustrating, as you care. It seems like you care a lot for your son, and not being able to contact him as much as you would like seems like it's very difficult, right?
It is. It is very, very difficult. I've tried to reach out. I've called. I've texted. I've tried everything, and I did get him just for a brief moment, and he said, "Oh, everything is fine. He's just busy with school." And I'm very proud of the fact that he is going to school. But just as a mother, it's hard when you don't hear from your child for such a long stretch.
Yeah, I can only imagine how difficult that is, especially since he's away and there is a bit of distance between you guys. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's in Ottawa, and I'm over in the West End in Brampton. So yeah, there is about a 6 hour, I think, difference between us. So yeah. Yeah.
What have you been doing in your free time now that your son is away from home?
I think that's part of the problem. I really haven't been doing much. I go to work, I spend hours at work, I come home very late because I think this, like I said earlier, this time of year is very busy for us. And I haven't really been doing the self-care piece that I probably should be doing as much of that. So yeah, I know recently I reached out to a friend of mine, and I asked if we could partner up to go to the gym together, and she was open to it. So I'm supposed to be starting the gym next week, and I'm looking forward to that.
That's exciting. You're going to be able to reconnect with a friend and also engage in a self-care activity, like going to the gym. Is there anything else that you would like to incorporate in your free time that you haven't really gotten the opportunity to?
No, I think, I would like to connect more with my husband. I think with, again, talking about my children, and where the stage they're at in life, and recognizing that not too long from now I will probably have an empty nest. I just feel like the relationship that I have with him is not as I would like it to be, because we don't really have a really good relationship in terms of doing things together and having that type of communication. So that's another area that troubles or is concerning to me, because in one sense I'm seeing a certain group or my children kind of leaving, and then what's being left behind is really not really that supportive at this time.
It seems like connecting with your husband and doing activities, quality time is very important to you. Is this something that you've communicated with him that is important to you?
Oh yeah, I've communicated it over the years in several different ways. I have tried to have those conversations, even gone to counseling, marriage counseling, and different things in the past. It just seems like we're just very different, and we look at relationships very different. I mean, he's okay with how everything is, but I just am not okay with it, because I just don't feel like I have any support, and I don't feel like there is that communication that would make you feel like you've got somebody there with you.
Yeah. So, we're running out of time for today's session, but just to quickly summarize what we've been going through, you've been feeling a bit saddened that your son has left home and he's away in Ottawa at school, and you're feeling a bit disconnected from him, but you have reached out to friends and started doing activities like going away on a girls' trip, and also creating, putting yourself out there to go to the gym with one of your friends as well. You would like to reconnect with your husband as well, and that's something that you want to pursue and go about working towards in the future. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So in our next session, we'll touch a bit more on how maybe we can look about
right, thanks very much, I appreciate it.